I can't YouTube. I can't YouTube. I can't do it. I can't YouTube. I can't YouTube like this. What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here on the Shartimus Wank channel. Just wanted to follow up the previous two videos with one final video called ShartimusPrime is a crybaby, or ShartimusPrime is a baby, whatever I'm going to call it. I just want to say I'm sorry for tricking so many people, and I didn't think I would trick so many people. And you may be thinking to yourself, what the hell's wrong with you? You did a video that said ShartimusPrime quits. How did you think that, you know, people weren't going to think you actually quit? Well, that's because I was under the assumption that people knew how to read. And apparently people don't know how to read. Apparently most people's attention span is so short that you would just read the title of the video, that's it, fact, message sent, and boom, that's it. Like, no reason to look into that any further. Which kind of, you know, it's kind of a cool thing and a bad thing at the same time, because that means that either A, I mean, it's not just people having extremely short attention spans, but that means that I felt like it may have hit an emotional nerve. Like, for just seeing that, it hit people emotionally. And I didn't think that I would get that kind of response. So I want to say thank you for everybody that got upset about it, because that means that shows you cared, you know? Like the Offspring song. The more you suffer, the more it shows you really care, right? So I didn't think that many people really cared that much. And you may say, oh, well, you got thousands of subscribers, you know, well, how did you not think that? Well, it's because I know most of you guys really mostly care about Spider-Man and the Avengers and everything before you give a shit about me. And that's most of the, and for the majority of my time frame of having a YouTube channel, that has been my stance. Like, people say, like, oh man, you got tons of fans. And I say, no, actually I don't have any fans. I have people that are other fans of the same shit that I'm into. And the way I used to explain it was like, no, these people aren't necessarily fans of mine. They just like Spider-Man as much as I do, and they just want to see the Spider-Man videos. And in the past year or so, my attitude towards that has changed, obviously, with the vast amounts of letters and fan art and stuff that's ShartimusPrime based, the big time letdown Spider-Man stuff and all that. It's like, okay, I actually have my own fan base. But I still thought the fan base was a lot smaller than it actually was. So I want to say thank you for you guys, you know, being emotionally invested into the work that I do, because I just didn't know that. I didn't know that I would strike that kind of nerve with so many people. And then, you know, I think I've done a fair amount of time acknowledging people with more hater mentality. So I'm going to like really try to focus more on the positive side of things, especially because the whole experience actually made me feel really grateful. I also want to say that I didn't really, I wasn't honestly that upset, and I think people, the other thing I didn't expect was that people to think that my acting was so good. I don't really consider myself a very good actor, but apparently did a great job, so hey, yay me. Yeah, did great, huh? Did you believe the crying at the beginning of this video? All you need is a little bit of Izine and you're set, right? So, that was, yeah, so I was just talking to my boy Mr. Phils, and he said, dude, like, I watched that video and I was like, what the fuck did I just see? And he's like, how did you get the tears to come out? And I was like, really? I didn't even get tears. I don't think I made tears. Like, dude, you got your eyes to get all watery. And I was like, oh, wow. I'm like, I didn't even really realize that. I was just trying to pretend to be as sad as I could and like not blink so that my eyes could get a little bit watery, you know? So it was just that, but I will say, I mean, I did have a moment of jealousy when it came to the premiere and stuff like that. That did happen, but not nearly at the kind of level that I thought it would, that I tried to make it come across, you know what I mean? Because I was honestly jealous, and I even had texted Sean, and you can see there's like no paper trail of tweets or anything like that of me, yeah, fuck you, review spot in your premiere, yeah, fuck you, Sean. Like, it's not like I got, you know, I put all this hate out there. Like some other people have done that, where they've they've left themselves a paper trail of tweets or Facebook comments and stuff like that where you can say, oh no, that is what your original intention was, motherfucker. And no, I don't have that trail of shit. I had left positive comments on these people's premiere videos and stuff like that. You know, like my comments were all positive. So, but the jealousy side of it was as jealous as any of you guys were to see somebody go to the premiere. I was like, shit, I wish I could go to that. How did you guys get to go to that? And I remember texting Sean. I was like, dude, I'll have my turn. You know what I mean? My day, if I keep working at this, my day will come, you know? It's not like I haven't experienced some fucking amazing shit as it is already, you know what I mean? So I'm grateful for all the stuff that I've already been able to do. You know, like, epic moment of my life was being on stage with Bruce Campbell, dude. Like, what? Like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, so it's not like cool shit doesn't happen to me. I don't have that kind of like, oh, fuck them, they shouldn't have gotten that. No, I have the mentality of, I'm going to have my turn one day. Something's going to happen. As long as I keep trying, right? Only good stuff happens if you keep trying. So, speaking of keep trying, you know, the other thing was I thought people would have noticed that I kept posting videos throughout the whole time of me saying that I quit. You know what I mean? I thought that kind of common sense would have like just made you like, oh, so he didn't quit. Like, he's just fucking around. Or maybe I should look into that video, see what he was saying. The other thing is that just because me feeling the jealousy, the initial jealousy, spawned the idea of, okay, people have heard me talk about, you know, going through my YouTube struggles. They've heard enough of that. And there's this premiere thing. I thought the idea of a YouTuber quitting YouTube out of the sheer jealousy of other reviewers going to the premiere and not him, I thought that was hilarious, okay? I thought that was a really funny idea. And apparently not that funny to you guys, but hey, I thought it was hella funny. Well, actually, no. I'm not going to say not funny to you guys, because there's a bunch of you guys that really got it. And thank you for getting it and being like-minded people and everything. So I'm happy to share that with you. Thank you, that was fun. But there's a lot more people that didn't find it humorous. And that's why it was on the Shartimus Wank channel, too. This is a place where you're gonna find my crappy videos. This is a place where you're gonna find videos where it's just like me just going off, like, you don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna get. So if you don't like me bitching or you don't like me sharing my personal thoughts, then go back to the regular channel and I'll try my best not to mention any of that stuff over there, okay? I can't say never, but I'll try my best to keep all that stuff low key. This is a spot where we're gonna get the inside feels of the guy named Russ. Okay, so anyway, so going back onto my thoughts about the joke. So yeah, it's just a, you know, sometime, hey, laundry's done. That means that the video's over. No, I just wanted to say a couple more things. But anyway, the thing is that I just thought it was something funny to do, and then it didn't, it didn't resonate as well as I thought. So, you know, as people that try to entertain, you know, sometimes you miss, sometimes you don't get it, other times you do. On a completely other, so, and in the grand scheme of things, I do feel very lucky, and I want to say thanks again to everybody who congratulated me on the 200,000 subscribers. One thing I kind of do often is to keep myself moving forward is I kind of shortchange myself as far as like credit goes. I don't really like to think of my accolades too often. I don't, or just any accomplishments or anything like that. So hitting the 200,000 subscriber mark was like, whoa, that just happened. Damn. So I want to do a contest or something like that. Not trying to bitch about money, I'm just saying that I don't have a lot of it, so don't know how I'm gonna send you guys a bunch of shit when I don't got a lot of shit to send, like money. Like, having the figures around isn't, like I said, I've been putting figures aside to sell, and I could pick stuff out from there to try to, but it's like, shipping is expensive, so, you know, I'll try to figure something out, but no promises as far as me actually really following through with the 200,000 subscribers giveaways. I can't make that announcement yet just because it's expensive sending all that shit out, you know what I mean? So anyway, the other thing I wanted to say is, speaking of expenses, because lovely Charlie won for a anniversary gift. She got a great deal, okay, for less than $200, the two of us got to go up on a plane. I flew a fucking plane, man. Do you understand that? I flew a plane. I always wanted to fly. I always dreamed of flying. But I actually flew a plane yesterday, and my mind has just not been able to escape the experience. I don't know why, but I thought there would be a lot more protection, like in the small, I mean, I knew it was a small plane, but it's like a car. It's like being in a car, but you're way up in the air, about 2,000 feet up in the air. The other thing is how much everything shrinks. Like in video games and in flight simulators, I always got the impression of the scale kind of being a different way than it actually is in real life. Like when you get up there, the shit like shrinks down. Like, and okay, yeah, obviously you're way up in the air, but that whole thing of being up there, it really shrinks down a lot more than I thought it would, you know? But absolutely terrifying. There was about 25-mile-per-hour winds while we're up there, so while I was flying the plane for the very first time, a lot of shaking. And they said it's really windy up there. If you don't want to do it, we could reschedule. And I was like, you know what? I got a mohawk. Fuck this. I'm flying the plane in the goddamn crazy wind. And I did it, and I was scared shitless. I've had only about 3 other experiences where I was really that scared in my life, and I was really terrified. Like they call it white knuckling the yoke is what I was doing. I was just holding on to that. My wife is sitting behind me. The instructor is sitting next to me. Keep looking at him to see if he's adjusting, and nope, he's just watching me fly the fucking plane. I was flying a fucking plane, man. Oh shit. Oh, it was scary. And the other thing too is I've flown a flight simulator before, and you don't want, when you make a turn, you don't want the nose of the plane to go up as you turn, or else it can stall and the wings just won't pick up the drift and air currents and everything, so you'll just shoot. So I had already known to keep the nose of the plane down while you go into the churn, so you can get a nice churn in there. So so I would like to do it again, but fuck, that was scary. We're up there for about 30 minutes, which was awesome. Flew around the San Francisco Peninsula, and it was just, yeah, it was an amazing experience. Terrifying. I didn't land the plane. If you guys saw the video on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, you could see me coming towards the runway, but right before we got to the runway, that's when the instructor took over. And then we didn't even land at that time. We had to do another pass because there wasn't enough, you know, as we got closer, as we hit the runway, we just needed more space, so we had to go through it again. Apparently it was the second most difficult landing strip to hit, like in the peninsula, San Francisco Bay Area, so hey, that's cool. But yeah, an amazing experience. It has nothing to do with the first part of this video. I just wanted to talk about flying because I've been thinking about it non-stop since it happened. It was just, it was really, really scary. I mean, you fuck up, you could die. I mean, the instructor's right there, so probably not die, but you still have that feeling of, I have everybody's lives in my hands like this. Like if I just go, the other thing too is that when you churn, nothing happens. So the plane goes like this. So say this is the yoke, right? You turn the yoke, plane still goes like this, and then it goes like that. And then, so if you churn to it, like, oh, it's not turning, well, it's not turning, then you're really gonna fucking churn. Alright, you guys, my Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure review should be up shortly later on today. I'll catch you guys later, and yes, I'm here to stay. Alright, and just want to say thanks for all your guys' love and support, you know what I mean? I didn't really, like, I didn't really think so hardcore, like, oh yeah, all these, yeah, I have all these people. Sometimes I forget how many people actually really care, so I want to say thank you so much. And to all you haters, you are haters. Alright, peace!